This this is about the last few minutes of what I call a fried spaghetti kesari. This is a shockingly crazy shockingly crazy recipe, but I'm gonna shoot it in one in just one clip. Okay, so this is how I made it. Okay, this has 150 grams of spaghetti that I doused in that larger pan with about 2 liters of boiling water and half a pound of jaggery, okay, piloncillo, or half a pound of panela redondo, whatever, however you want to call it. Okay, so 227 grams to 150 grams of pasta. After the pasta, I poured boiling water over the pasta. The pasta is all full length. I have not, the spaghetti is full length. I have not, I didn't break it. So I poured the boiling water, which I boiled in my kettle, about 2 liters, on the pasta, and the pasta softened. And as it was lying in the piloncillo, I moved the piloncillo around so the piloncillo dissolved into the hot water. That was how and then I had to boil it actually. Yeah, I poured a second liter of boiling water, this time on the piloncillo. So all the piloncillo basically disintegrated and dissolved, and I boiled it until the pasta felt al dente. Now remember, instead of salt, it's been boiling in piloncillo. And then I took all the pasta out and I fried these guys. First the cashews in butter, a third of a stick of butter. Really, I should have used ghee, but I didn't have ghee, so I used butter. So a third of a stick of butter, I, fried the cashews, and toward the end, I fried the raisins. I should have used golden raisins, but I didn't have those, so I used black raisins. So, and there it has been sitting, nice and crisp cashews and plump raisins. And then I drained the water. Basically, I drained the water from that into this, and I took the pasta out of that and I put it in this, and I initially fried it because I put the nuts there, the nuts and the raisins there. So then fry the pasta until all of it turns nice and crisp and golden brown, and when you eat it, it needs to have a chew to it and it needs to taste mildly sweet. And then put all the jaggery syrup into it and boil it until nearly all of the liquid is evaporated. In that time, it will soak into the pasta as well as evaporate the water. So you're caramelizing and soaking at the same time. And right about when a few minutes ago, just before I started this video, I put a nice teaspoon of cardamom powder. Okay, so it's smelling like cardamom already. Maybe I'll top it at the end with cardamom powder as well, but basically boil it in the jaggery syrup until all of it is almost gone, but it's got to still be able to move around. It's almost there. It's almost there. Okay. So I'm going to have to stir it now, which means I need to use both hands. Maybe not. So, yeah. So, oh, it's probably a little while longer. Okay. And when it's done, turn it off, and you turn it off at the consistent. You turn it off a little more liquid than the consistency you like. I like it more liquid, but not this liquid. I'm going to let it run a little longer. But once you do that, as it cools, it will thicken and thicken and thicken. And this is jaggery, so it will thicken a lot. So it will thicken and thicken and thicken. And then right before you eat, you mix the nuts and maybe sprinkle more cardamom powder on it. And please, 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 do not put cinnamon. Cloves are okay. Please, no cinnamon. Okay. So, anyway, that's just the way I made fried spaghetti kesari. Okay. Enjoy.